so I thought I'd honor him by calling him Meatbag in this game. The series has been decided just moments ago. Marcel Manzano woke from his slumber and won 20-7 against Will Scott. Apparently the green dice were not in Will's favor, which story of my life, I feel like, when I play on TTS. I'm joined by Mr. Captain himself of the Dumpster Donuts. It is J-Man. Yo, 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 dude.
Hey, Nick. Good evening.
Trying to get you in the spirit, you know?
Yeah, I'm hype. This is my boy, Tyler, Meatbag, the greatest X-Wing player in existence.
Meatbag? We're playing Scramble.
Any actual world championships. Don't count those in that
and
qualification
both of you guys,
of being the best.
Both of you guys have Worlds invites, which is pretty dope.
We do. Yeah,
there was a long pause of silence after I said that. You're like, ooh, like did I?
I had to think about it. Be like, did I actually win one? Because it still feels unreal. But I did.
You technically did. You did. Despite all the
your
cheating
favorite
allegations. Ship. What?
I said with your favorite ship, the Arc 170s got me my world invite. I know how much you love them.
Oh, you're asking me what my favorite ship is? I'd have to say my favorite ship. It's obviously. Hold on, I'm thinking. It's obviously the Arc 170. Fireball because it's so good.
Which pilot, or is it all of them?
Hold on. I know this off the top of my head. Let's see.
Hold on while you look up which Fireball pilots exist.
My favorite Fireball pilot is... Drum roll, please. The suspense is killing me. R1J5 Bucket.
The Bucket.
Yeah, dude, the Bucket meta has probably been my favorite part of the meta, to be honest. I mean, he's so good that everybody stopped, like, agreed we're not going to play him. Like,
it was very
cohesively.
Quick.
It was a very much like, this is too broken. Let's all just make a pact. We're not going to play Bucket anymore. And we're like, fine, we'll all play Han instead. Same value.
Was there something from this meta that was like played initially that just disappeared?
There actually are a few things. Like, I was talking about Chopper earlier. Chopper was something that people are playing more of. Disappeared. I want to say the boys, but not to the extent of Chopper. The boys are still very playable, but they also you do not see the boys in a lot of tournaments.
People maybe adapted to the bombers. Yeah,
actually, I hate playing more than one bomber. I've decided it's just not for me, and I just do not enjoy it. That's my take. The bombers.
I tried
both
vulnerable. Last summer at your Windy City trials last summer. I tried both the boys and some bombers.
Yeah, wasn't it like Vader, the boys, and 2 bombers? Doesn't that all fit or something?
Yep, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I guess the difference in that list versus mine is that you took Jonas instead of Merrick. It was the only difference, I guess.
Jonas, I think I had 3 bombers actually.
Did you?
3 bombers.
There's no way that
2 boys and Vader.
Oh, Reimer. Yeah, that's right. It was Tomax, Jonas, Reimer, which is 10 points. Vader. No, that doesn't fit. It was 2 bombers. It was only 2. Yeah, it was 2.
Yeah.
If only it did fit. That would be wild. All right, betting is open, everybody. Let's break down the list. I'll break down the 312 crew captain Epyonic here. He's feeling quite skeptical, so that's why we call him Skeppy. Skeppy's bringing Doug Howe's list here. He's got Kylo Ren in the silencer, Silo, as we call him. 7 points out there carrying Protorp's advanced optics, lone wolf, and instinctive aim. He's feeling quite instinctive. He might spend a force to be able to fire that proton torpedo without the target lock as a requirement. DT798, like to call DT Borch, with deuterium power cells. Power cells is good with Borch because you can swap out the strain, still get the extra attack die. You replace it with the stress. So when you're getting shot at, it's not as bad. Being I4 can definitely matter, especially against Republic that has some middle initiatives. Could definitely matter. Commander Malorus has cluster missiles, that very self-sufficient. I'd argue probably the best 3-point piece. If not, it's top 3 So good. High initiative there with that ability. Lieutenant LeHughes, trying to be LeHughesful instead of LeHughesLess this game. With munitions failsafe, Special Forces Gunner, cluster missiles in proud tradition. And rounding out the list, last but not least, Lieutenant Gaelic has heavy laser cannon and proud tradition. That's the list for the 312 crew. First order, Captain Skeppy. Moving on over to the Dumpster Donuts, and Captain J-Man's going to break down Meatbag's list.
Yeah, Meatbag's got some pretty standard pieces we see in Republic, starting with Anakin, Siege of Coruscant, Oddball, Siege of Coruscant. It's just staple pieces for Republic. I think you have to pretty much build a list with one or two of these just from the get-go.
Yep.
A couple other things though that you might not come across as much. Starting with Contrail in the V-Wing with just a shield upgrade and R4P Astromech, so really just out here to be a menace and tough to kill and maneuverable. It has an ability that sometimes happens, but usually doesn't.
Marcel got it to work a couple times in the game against Desi. It was wild.
I think Teddy Meatbag will get it at least 4 times today.
Oh, 4 times. That's a bold prediction.
4 times.
Love it.
Then we got Slider in the Z95 who can spin 2 charges to perform a side slip. So we got the side slip in Z95 with Lone Wolf. And then a couple other pieces you probably haven't seen in a little while. Mace Windu with calibrated laser targeting, heightened perception, so he can engage at initiative 7, and R4 T17 that works great with Mace Windu executing those red maneuvers, spinning a charge and taking an action while stressed, which Mace loves because he recovers force when he does a red maneuver.
Yeah,
and
Mace is
last,
great at 5 points or 4 points.
Certainly not least, Matchstick. When you perform a primary or turret attack, you may reroll an attack for each red token you have, and he's got ion turret and concussion bombs.
Yep. Typically, friendlies take locks on him because that counts as him possessing a red token for the rerolls.
Yep. Saw that right now with Slider taking the lock on Matchstick. That guarantees at least 1 reroll probably for the whole game.
And those are the lists as round 1 is underway and we are moving. We got a pretty aggressive move there from Mace Windu going in pretty fast, as fast as he can go. And looks like we're probably trading at least 1 shot there, Gaelic and Mace. Range 3. It looks like Gaelic out of arc though of Mace, so just him shooting at Mace. So you'd asked that question. I'm still thinking about it, like what pieces were more meta viable early on that kind of evolved into not being played. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like Adigalia was another one that like came out and was new and interesting and had a decent ability, but just like got overshadowed. Thinking of the Battle of Yavin, Jack and Garvin's stopped getting played. Remember them? Remember those guys? And Wedge barely got played ever. A lot of the Battle of Yavin stuff. Go ahead.
I'm not sure it's the first thing you want to choose, but I still like that Battle of Yavin Garvin quite a bit, especially if you're like considering Hera and either the A-Wing or B-Wing. Just that token passing is still, I think, pretty decent.
Yeah. It's like 2 ships that are like kind of like obvious to wow, and you got a barrel roll into a shot. Trying to line up a bullseye, maybe. We'll see. That was a Malrus, though. Oh, wait. Gaelic is yellow. These colors are off. Apologies. That makes more sense. Gaelic is yellow. But I did call him Gaelic, thinking that was Gaelic. But it's actually Gaelic. DT, that's correct. Malrus is blue.
I've played Teddy Meatbag a few times with this Mace Windu, and he is very aggressive with him in the opening, so this doesn't surprise me at all to see him just shooting down the middle.
How did that work out? Like, what do you think the payoff is, or what is the payoff?
It can work. It depends on the road roll normally in the second engagement. Like right now, like going into that next round, if DT moves first or if Maze moves first is going to be huge. So it's a little risky. Been able to trap Mace when he does this, and blow him up pretty easily, but he has quite a few options to get out of this with the Jedi ability to boost her barrel roll after maneuvering, so he can squirrel away if he needs to, but all
Yeah.
depends on who wins that road roll.
Yeah, CLT Mace, squishier for sure. So, Lambolo, I'm definitely not with the FO Meatbag, really? Okay. I'm all in with the Republic. He's like, really? I'm going to have to root for a guy named Meatbag? That's what I've named him. That's his team. Even though he's on the Dumpster Donuts, he's also a meatbag.
No HLC.
And it gets exactly 2. Do we see Mesa Delta 7 more since he got CLT back? That was like an errata, wasn't it? Because at first he didn't have it at all. I don't know. Aren't there I5 4-point options with CLT? I guess not with 3-4s. No, I don't think so.
At I5?
I think they're 5 points. Obi-Wan is 5. Anakin's 6.
I think he's the cheapest.
I think maybe if it's not Mace, it would be Lumi. But why Lumi? I mean, she does have a good ability, though.
Yeah, Barriss and Lumi and Ahsoka are all 4.
And Born for This triggers to bail out Contrail, and we're going to take a strain. Who cares? Probably doing a blue maneuver anyways. Contrail going to shoot at Lieutenant Lee Hughes. Technically is the lowest agility out there at range 3 instead of 4. Contrail rolls double eyeballs, nothing. And Lee Hughes rolls double eyeballs. Woo! I don't know if you want to call yourself a meat popsicle. That's certainly not something I would go around, telling the whole world. Like, I'm a meat popsicle, I'm a meat popsicle.
You say that, but I hear Teddy calling himself that.
Well, Teddy's just like a crazy guy, He's a nutty boy. Oh, Mace is definitely relevant. I wouldn't argue otherwise, for sure. I would also argue that we had a flash in the pan with the Siege of Coruscant Dooku, the I5 Dooku, and that went away as well. Like all the droid Siege of Coruscant stuff pretty much doesn't really get featured much.
Yeah, that's a good piece that's in a difficult faction.
Yeah. Separatists are like so Scum is the Walmart version of Scum, and Separatists are the Target version of Scum. A little bit better, but still scummy. Wasn't that a great analogy? Are you proud of me for that? Is that good?
That's what I tune in for, is to hear insights like that.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Oh, don't I know it? All right. We're heading back to dials here. It's time to start scoring objective points. Time to start getting some blood in the water here. Positioning is interesting for both players here. I really like the way Daniel split everybody up. You got 2 in the middle, 2 at the top. Kylo flanking at the bottom, as he usually does. It's a little fragmented, though, for Teddy. The angles where his ships are at and who's facing off against who. Contrail is going to solo against, I don't know, against Lee Hughes and Malrus. Is that Malrus at the top? Malrus is green. Yeah, let's add Malrus here to our overlay. I put Malrus is blue for some reason.
There's a bit of a risk here for Contrail and Matchstick getting isolated if Kylo sticks to the outside. If I know Teddy and what he is thinking about doing with Mace here is the sloop. He loves to utilize that sloop to muck up the middle.
Yeah, but he's going to sloop right in front of the ties, you think? Because 2 straights clear.
That's the call he's gonna have to make right now is how fast Gaelic and DT are gonna go into the middle. I don't think they need to go that fast.
Yeah.
So he may change. He may change.
I mean, I think a 2 straight might even get you an objective range. I'm not sure. It might need a 3 for Daniel. Yeah, if he was if he was a little bit closer to the middle, a sloop would be a more obvious choice to me. Now, here's another idea. Do you too hard towards like Hughes and Malrus and try to flank with them? You know, I don't think Daniel's going to expect Mace to do that. You could double reposition, barrel roll boost, and I think you would be safe from Gaelic and DT, but I don't know, man. They don't have a 3 hard. I would be more confident doing that, making that choice if I had a 3 hard on that dial. The Delta 7 dial does not have a 3 hard. The rogues are still good. I finally bought that pack. I finally bought the rogue starfighters, just so I could play Dirge, because Dirge is a good value piece in Scum and Separatists, although Scum Dirge, they again just really just did wrong. Just way, pound for pound, so much worse than Separatist Dirge. I almost wish they had the same ability. I like the idea of having the same pilot of 2 different abilities across factions. I would have preferred it if they kept the same, to be honest. And
unless one of those abilities is significantly worse.
Which it is, though, right? What's up? Got 30 plus people watching. How's it going? Greg is here from Nickel City X-Wing. I bowled at 816 or 616. Sorry. Series, and we won all 7 games, and I am a golden god. You've always been a god. You were a silver god, and now you're a golden god for sure. That's awesome. That's the other thing. Why I give him the title, let him cloak. Like, it's just like I think they're just scared of like unleashing some sort of ridiculous combo in Scum. But I gotta be honest, I don't really think Scum is anywhere close to being able to like wombo combo any worse than anything else is doing. I just don't see it. I don't know. He does have hair on his face, Lambolo. That is correct, and I have hair too. I'm Greek, so. Being Greek, you see, it's very like my facial hair starts to grow patchy like Wolverine, so I have to constantly like shave this part of my face. Kind of annoying. And thank you again to Lambolo for gifting 17 subs earlier. Believe it or not, that puts us 17 away from giving away the Plo Koon painted FFG ship and cardboard.
Giveaway is specifically to me, right?
Yes, man. So that was the prize that I got for #1 in Swiss at Gen Con. Was like, it was so random. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. I already have one, that's thankfully. Great. So I just I'm like, you know what? Instead of selling it, I'll just give it away. Just hit a sub goal. I guess people are gonna call me out and be like, well, you're hiding it behind a sub goal. It's like, yeah, but I'm still giving it away ultimately.
Well, it's good on you.
That was a cool prize. All right, so what are they doing? 2 straights?
Straights, at least DT.
Yeah, Sloop looks real bad.
About the claim. Go for the focus.
Oh God, Lambolo, don't do it. Please don't. No need. We have time. I don't know your financial situation, and I do appreciate you very much. You do not need to throw. You're good, man. I do appreciate it. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, couldn't stop him. Lambolo gifting another 17 subs to get us to 151. Wow. Thank you so much. Definitely have some extra goodies for you at Worlds for it's a token of my gratitude. All right, everybody. Well, after this game, we'll give away we will be giving away the Plo Koon ship and cardboard. And Dean Kong, thank you for your subscription as well. Sorry, I missed you in there. Well, I'll hide the alert box just for a second. I can't even find it. There it is. Just in case you guys wanted to see what was going on at the bottom of the board, I'll unhide it in a second. Yeah, thank you very much. Well, I do like to be transparent with people about, you know, money and a Twitch, because Twitch is kind of a ridiculous entity that we are that we use. But it still very much helps us. Certainly would never say otherwise. And for those of you that did gifted a sub, by Lambolo's generous 34 gifted tonight, consider resubscribing next month if you want to. No ads. We have a sub club in Discord. We do extra giveaways in the sub club. More likely to win giveaways. You can use Twitch Prime as well, which is cool.
So we saw Mace do that 5 straight fine-tune boost and evade is just to block off Kylo cutting in. I don't know. What do you think about that move?
It's kind of cool, actually. Like, that's kind of a big brain play. I just don't know if you're just kind of delaying something maybe for a turn. I don't know if it really ends up being a big deal. Although, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you get a damage in with the ion cannon turret.
Not sure he needed to spend another force on the evade. I'm not really sure what he was worried about. You're just taking a... Unless, I mean, I guess there's maybe a possibility that Kylo didn't get bumped there, and you're looking at a range 1 shot from Kylo. Better safe than sorry. You're now undoubtedly slooping with Mace next turn, so you'll get all your force back before next engagement.
Yep. No doubt. All right, so this is Anakin spinning the lock, has bullseye here. That's why he's got...
Oh, blanks to blanks.
Gaelic's going to easily roll out of that. There's a lot of range 1 shots in the Gaelic, though. And in the objective race, it looks like nobody claimed the middle, so it's top, bottom, one each. Hit, crit, wow. Anakin, oh no. Anakin's taking a crit? It's a, who cares? Don't be bad at the game. Stun pilot. I do think they need to... If we do get a new damage deck, I wouldn't be opposed at some point, you know, maybe in the future. Something making stun pilot a little bit worse than it is.
Oh, that was kind of the cause and effect of making the obstacles more more concerning with the rule changes. That one, like you're already so not willing to go over them that's basically a blank card.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ! That is going to be 3 into oddball. Gaelic rolling a natural hit crit. Kylo, you could, yeah. I mean, you have advanced optics, dude. That's the thing. So you blocked Kylo, right? But he still has a shot into into oddball, and he can easily get 4 hits with the instinctive advanced optics pro torp.
Going for it.
You can actually repair stun pilot. All of the pilot crits except panicked are repairable via action.
Oof.
Or am I missing the point, Desi? Did I miss something there with that? Fuel leak. Oh my, fuel leak into direct.
Into a direct.
Oh man, Meatbag. So oddball's already down to 2.
The ball's down to 2.
All right. Well, you're like, well, I better kill Gaelic here, is what you're telling yourself. That's also a pretty good roll. Re-rolling. That's 3 hits and a crit into Gaelic. Gaelic still has the focus. Gaelic, he's taken 3. Shield and hit crit. Direct. Down he goes. That's the trade you make. I mean, hey, your arc is only worth 4 points. Just saying. Wow. What a turn. My goodness. Meatbag gets some violence back. Throwing it right in to, oh, and now Natty 2 into DT 798. DT 798 going to be taking 1. Shield down on DT. It's 3-0 Meatbag.
One for 4th die, probably. The oddball. Contemplating the Turian power cells.
So you deuterium for sure. No? Yeah, he does. No, he's not. He's not going to do that. He's going to take the strain because he's only Matchstick has already shot, right? Yeah, had to have. Although no, Matchstick hasn't.
Matchstick's turret is to the side, so I don't think he's super worried about the 2 dice.
Right.
Primary.
Not enough. Nothing into. Did he just shoot range 1 into oddball and do no damage? Or
he did 1 damage.
He did 1.
He landed 2 and oddball got an evade.
All right, here we go. We have an ion cannon turret shot into a Kylo who has exhausted his force. Does he have any rerolls? He does. He has at least 1. He has a slider as a lock on him. I think that's it though. It's just 1 reroll. Does he have a focus right now? No, he acclaimed.
Pinning Kylo with an ion here is, I mean, it's unlikely, but that would be that'd be huge with where.
Lambolo cheering on Meatbag. He's the #1 fan of Meatbag this game, no doubt. Even more than Justin.
Hey, no, let's not get carried away.
Let's not. Yeah. Who are we choosing? I think I mean, you're probably. Oh, he's gonna shoot into Borch. I mean, hey, you could get Borch down to. Reroll 1 down to 1 here, unless there's a. All right, 2 hits. Borch is gonna take 1. Just to face down. The trading of damage here, value-wise, is almost even for Tyler, for Meatbag.
Yeah, I think that was probably the right shot. I would have been overly tempted to try to ionize Kylo, but it's so unlikely with that 3.
Thank you for the sub, dude. Good to hear from you. Excited to see you in World soon. 33 months is a long time. Just saying. You missed my Seinfeld impressions earlier. It was pretty good. Seinfeld plays X-Wing. I swear this stand's out of control. He shoots once, Justin, and then he picks up his dice and he rolls them again. 2 shots for the price of 1. What's the deal? Oh man, my throat hurts.
You're sounding a lot better though.
Yeah, not really. My career's over too because Greg is in the chat and he flamed me for my impressions yesterday. He basically told me to quit every job I have, not just my, usually people say keep your day job, but he's like quit everything. That's very hurtful. I cried for 5 seconds. and then we played our game. What's the deal with obstacle damage? Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I could see. Go ahead, Justin. Sorry.
I was gonna say I'm surprised you invited me back on. We've almost had enough of each other this week, haven't we?
I know, man. We've really gotten to know each other the last 2 weeks. We spent we basically had a 4 night long sleepover together at Vegas, and then we've played 2 games, including our team league game. Played on NCX's stream yesterday. And now we're doing commentary. Man, can't get enough J-Man. And you know what? I'm a little concerned, dude. This girl that you matched with, I'm worried that you're gonna spend more time and attention on her than me. To be honest,
it's likely. I mean, I'm kind of hoping for that. No offense to you.
That's fair, dude. That was before bros. That's what they said. People are gonna clip that and be like, Nick's a misogynist. He called ladies hoes. You know what? I like massages, so what? There you go. Everybody, just clip that. Out of context is the worst thing ever. It's like awful. 0 out of 10.
That's a take.
It's a take. It's a take. There's some spice level to that. The Scoville, what's this? Isn't that how you measure spice? Scovilles? Very high.
I measure them with tablespoons and teaspoons, but
all right, Justin, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab the flow ship really quick.
He was talking hot spice. I was thinking spices to spice up dishes. Tyler winning the road roll here. Okay, so we're going to see DT use deuterium power cells in the system phase to recover his shield. So that's kind of a good call with deuterium. You have some flexible options. If DT is not taking on a lot of damage, he can use that charge to just keep stressing instead of being strained. But as he's been under fire in this game, he can use the first part of that ability on our cells to regain a charge, just to make him a little bit harder to kill.
Yeah, regain a shield. It's a 2-time regen, right? With deuterium, you can regen twice.
Yep. You could either regen twice, or like he's done is split it between. Well, yeah. Oh, it looks like he just used it twice. So he used it to regain the shield, and then he must have used it to get rid of the
disarm.
The disarm.
I've never seen that before, though. That's kind of neat.
He just really wants to have that ship shooting this turn, which I understand.
All right. Here comes LeHughes, the cavalry, from the top of the board, starting to come towards the middle at an awkward angle, though. We can fit a 1 hard next turn. debris a little bit in the way. I doubt you're getting a shot here unless you barrel roll.
Barrel roll.
And that will have the kill shot now. Some good shots into Wolf, or not Wolf, Oddball rather. To be able to take him off the board, no problem. And being at one hole.
Yeah, I think you use, well, depending on where Anakin ends up, you might. So that'll be
Kylo
interesting.
barely blocked, not on the debris. Doesn't look like he's going to be in bullseye mace either. Takes the red focus again. Pretty good in block proof when it comes to the Pro Torp, instinctive aim, advanced optics combo. No, you don't torp oddball. Definitely not.
That is nice tech for Kylo to have the instinctive optics if you are blocked, and you still have a really good proton shot.
Anakin's hoping to be able to kill Borch. It's an enemy bump, right? Looks like it.
Enemy bump, yeah.
4 dice. Anakin, though, at risk of getting torped. Wow, that's pretty good. Make that a crit.
Alice.
And wow, blank out.
Blank
See you later,
out.
Borch. It's fine. You'll make that trade for Daniel. It is technically 7-1 right now, but you're about to get 4 back. And you could get even more if you get rid of Anakin. Does Anakin regen? He hasn't, right? He's still on 2-hole with the stun pilot.
Still on 2-hole. He luckily though got that pilot crit in to get all of his force back, which I imagine he will need.
Just one from Contrail into Kylo, who shakes that off pretty easily. Surprise. Yeah, this is really scary for any of those ships in the middle. Anakin and oh, I don't know why I killed Maurus off by accident. Sorry, everybody. Maurus still alive. Gaelic is the one that I still have alive for some reason. There we go. My bad. Just one. I'm curious why we didn't see a target lock for a Maurus. It was just the focus. Anakin still takes it, huh?
Still takes it.
Oh.
Full force and everything. Well, you go Wolf,
I think you just you shoot at Wolf. I think, right?
Or Oddball rather, yeah.
Or Wolf. Oof. Nothing. Keep calling Oddball Wolf because we just saw Wolf in the last game. Oh, I was gonna say if anything, you could have kept the lock for Hughes to use, but there is no lock out there. Maurus took a focus.
That was a cluster missile shot on Anakin.
We made objective dice. I want to say we're the first people to do that, where the scenario die popularized it, at least. No other folks have done the same. It's not like some sort of genius invention that I came up with, but I think we were the one we did a mass production of them a long time ago for an event. Still have a couple left. Maybe I'll add one back to our next round of giveaway goals. Only have a few left. You won yours in the turkey trot? Dude, it's so awesome. It's such a valuable, useful thing to have, right?
I have one. It's wonderful.
It is awesome. Awesome blossom. Two hits. This is enough to kill. Man, I would have.
What more points?
Really, that was the time to Pro Tour Anakin, right? Now you don't have a shot. You don't have.
With as long as oddball's on the table, any crit you do with that proton will get pulled off. I mean, if you're gonna kill 4 points, you probably just let oddball die because Annie can regen and
a good
run
point.
away.
But that's another reason why you say why not, right? Anakin still needs to
True.
roll like perfect. But
Yeah,
if there are multiple
true.
crits, that does suck. Technically, though, Justin, you can turn it to a crit and re-roll the die,
You could.
which is super weird to do, but it is a thing you can do. Like, why would you do that? Well, in this case, and also against Grievous, Soulless one, or not Soulless one, Impervium. Matchstick, not doing anything right now. Mace, into Kylo. Bernatti's 2. Kylo, I don't think he's taken a damage yet. I would double check, but he's going to right now. Kylo takes a shield. Oh, he spends Lone Wolf. Oh, he's fine. I would die that is nothing but chance. Ah, a chance cube. So 9-6, 69 if you look at it that way. I'm just pointing that out. No joke to be made there.
Nice.
Nice. He said it, not me. All right. So you got a 1-hole Anakin. He's worth 4 points. 2 scramble points for Teddy, so he's got that in his favor. Mace in a position to chase Kylo, maybe? Although it just feels pointless because it's Kylo. As long as Kylo still has a shield down. Make sure I marked that correctly. So as long as Kylo is around and healthy, has got a Pro Torp, this is gonna be tough for Tyler for Meatbag. So you move on to the next easiest thing to kill would be LeHughes, just because the lower agility.
And everything's kind of pointing away from LeHughes right now.
Yeah. Except for Mace. But yeah, you get too hard with Slider.
Slider's gonna come in and be devastating.
Do you have Contrail just too hard boost and basically, oh, that's tough though because Kylo's right there. Oh, I was like, go for that top point. Objective points might be what saves Tyler this game.
Does have a potential to get 3 within the next 2 turns. Hughes may make a play for that middle one because that's going to keep his gun on Anakin if he, although he will get blocked if depending on road order. I'm going to give credit to Tyler Meatbag for having 2 Jedi at full force in the middle of a game. That's never happened to me.
So I know that when I had interviewed you, like for our YouTube Shorts thing that we did at LVO, you had mentioned that the ace that you would take with you to your grave if you only had to pick one would be Ada Anakin Skywalker, and it's what makes him so good is it's interesting. He's such a good endgame piece, but he doesn't feel like he's really that scary until the endgame, right? Like he's taking a lot of 2-die shots. He doesn't like to take locks, so if he rolls any blanks, it just kind of is what it is. But for that value, 4 points, 3 force, I6, being able to reposition the system phase, regen, like he doesn't seem squishy, but he really is when you look at the card. You know.
Yeah, he's just so good, and I would say I don't normally flying him into the middle in 3 turns, which is where he's ended up. Although it did get him an initiative kill. That's the thing is, if something's weak, you get this Anakin into a position to take something off the board before it can shoot, and that's where a lot of that 4-point value comes from. But usually I try to dance him around the outside with objectives and come in when something's been weakened by the arcs, that's just kind of that's what I fly is the arcs and Annie. So
because
he's so valuable.
unique He is valuable,
Extremely
though, for
unique.
sure. God, that list is so good.
And he's not stressed here, so he probably pre-position boost and just like 5 straight to recover. That's the thing. He is on two hole right now, but he can ditch one.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
after he
flip
it's
this
out.
one.
It's started the engagement phase or something, or before he engages, he can regen.
It's after he activates.
After he
So
activates,
after
got
he's
it.
fully moved and taken his action, he can take that deplete.
Here we go.
Some
Intuitive boost.
not what I expected though to go inside.
He's gonna rotate. Try to catch Kylo maybe in a ion cannon turret type of shot.
Should be able to get at least 3 shots on Kylo this turn. Not sure what the quality of those shots are going to be.
Yeah, I feel like even just saying that, just getting shots on Kylo, it's like just assumes not quality.
I wonder if that pre-position boost from Annie was to try to block Kylo. Not quite.
Ooh, interesting. So now all of a sudden, if Kylo tries to just like focus, he could boost. He could boost barrel roll. That's bad for with the debris there. He could focus boost. I think he might get out of range of the ion cannon turret. I'm not sure. He would at least get out of Mace's shot, but that's only 2 dice. The real question is if Tyler catches Kylo with a 1 hard. You could potentially ionize him. You have a range 1 bullseye. Yes, you want to get as much damage to him as you can, but you can ancillary ion weapons and malice and ionize him and then try to kill him the following turn. Just saying. Big brain stuff, potentially. Oh.
Ooh, okay.
That is not necessarily good.
Did he at least link that? Wait, what was his first action before the boost?
I don't know.
Or did he just boost? He's still stressed.
Red focus there from Malorus. And now here's the thing. If you boost with Contrail, do you block Anakin? I don't think so. Unless he is completely disengaging with Anakin. He's gonna link it. Wow, all in here. This is his chance. Meatbag smells blood in the water. The sharks are circling. Oh, it gets blocked.
Blocked.
So what did he dial into? 2? Too hard?
Yeah.
Because the 1 would have fit, I think.
Oh, that 1 would have been Chef Kiss.
I know, right? But Anakin's in a pretty safe spot being there. It looks like he's not getting shot at all. Does he choose to regen? He might as well, right?
He did regen. He fixed the face down damage card.
So he's down to 2 hole.
2 hole. Yep.
Got it. All right. Range 1. In. 2. Slider. Slider hasn't taken any damage yet. That's going to be 3.
Take some now.
And he takes 3. Malorus shooting at Contrail. Who hasn't taken anything yet. Spend the focus or hit crit, and wow. That's going to be 2. Contrail eats it. Keeping the focus for the shot on... Well, it doesn't have one, sorry. Couldn't spend a focus you don't have, so it takes 2. I forgot he took a lock for Besh. And now this is a potential kill shot into Contrail. Daniel shouldn't even be thinking about shooting a matchstick. 4 dice. Special Forces Gunner here. Gives you that 4th die, that extra attack die. Has a focus, and my goodness gracious, are you spending it? 4 hits into Contrail. Contrail gonna need a couple of evades to live here. Still has 3 left. So as long as you roll an evade, you'll be all right. And that is at least 3 evades. Jesus, a little freezing there of the dice roll. Contrail just takes a single shield. Wow. 3 agility be like that sometimes. Here we go. Contrail time into Kylo. Range 1 here. Besh for hit crit. Kylo takes hit crit. Shield and a crit here. It's a damage sensor ray. Can you imagine if it was like a stun pilot?
Oh no. Yeah, we were just talking about how that's not really a relevant card, but where Kylo is right now, that would not be good at all. 2 more from Slider.
Kylo. Oh man, Kylo's taking another. Still on 2 though. Excuse me, guys.
One until he's
May spend the focus for 2. Ugh. Takes a couple shields there. LeHugh's down to 1 shield. All right. But Daniel does have 2 objectives this turn. So it is now 10 to 8.
Oh, is that what Kylo did? Kylo claim the middle and
He
then
must have
boost?
claimed
Is
it
that...
and boosted, yeah. I don't hate it with full force, but
in front of this debris though, with
yeah. So he's got the
2
debris
hull
is
left.
you're in front of the debris, you're gonna clear the stress and gain it back. And I mean I think Anakin can fit a barrel roll in just 1 hard. Yeah, Anakin can fit a barrel roll, go all the way back 1 hard. Unless he decides to boost with Anakin and then like 2 hard. That would be interesting as well. Just depends on where he thinks Kylo's going. Damage sensor array is rough as well. He's not going to have an action anyways this turn.
I don't know if Annie necessarily needs to pre-position this turn. I think he has a clear shot through his 2 obstacles.
Yeah, he can go straight. I'm just thinking about how he can line up Bullseye and Kylo, because Kylo is essentially ionized in the sense that he can't reposition. However, wherever he ends up going, he's gonna sit there.
Right. Well, he'll have his force, but no tokens probably. Well, guaranteed.
Come on, Meatbag, bust a move.
Does a slider bank side slip right fit around Kylo? Is my question.
That 2 speed? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. No, it does.
Might be a good position for slider to get out of to get out of Contrail's way, because you may just have Contrail try to finish off Kylo.
So just 2 points out there for Daniel to get with Slider on one hole. And obviously the big 7 points out there on 2 hole for Tyler. That would be the game. Matchstick and Mace are in positions to re-scramble the middle and top.
Yeah.
I would almost be tempted. I know you want to keep Matchstick's arc on something, but I would almost be tempted to just like 3 or 4 straight with Matchstick and just get to the top. Have Mace take care of the middle. And Mace can just keep ping-ponging in the middle.
You might be in a position where Anakin can cover if Kylo goes left, and Contrail can cover if Kylo goes right or straight.
Yep.
What about your teammate? What is he trying to do other than keep Kylo alive?
I think you could have Malrus is stressed, so you could have Malrus like 2 bank or 3 straight. I'd rather 2 bank. Take a lock maybe on Mace, and you could have LaHughes do a 1 straight or bank and focus, and all of a sudden Mace Windu could get 1-shotted. So you got to threaten what's coming towards you and try to stop Mace from scrambling. Looks like Matchstick's going to be the one to do it, though, I believe. It will. I don't know. A 2 bank might now be blocked. From Malrus. Yeah, the 1 straight
Slider,
looks
keeping the
mighty
stress.
good for LaHughes.
Just to get out of Contrail's way. You probably are willing to give up Slider right now.
Yeah, you're ahead by 2. You have the advantage 2-1. And that's a good move there, the boost. Contrail is also only 2 hull and is worth 3 points, so that's another opportunity maybe, Daniel.
A lot of damage spread, yeah.
Yeah. But if he wants to win this game, obviously, assuming Kylo sticks around, he's going to have to start with Slider or get something in Contrail. So, thankfully, what helps Daniel's case is that if Contrail keeps taking target locks, he can't get bailed out by lucky green dice every time he rolls defense dice. So,
but you can, and sometimes you will.
Yeah, and here's the you're gonna take your red focus. Mal gets bumped. Probably range 1 on Slider, I think. Ooh, yeah, looks like it. Kylo actually ends up banking. And is gonna roll the die that never punishes you, and he rolls a blank. So still on 2. Anakin, there's no way Anakin's gonna be able to. Yeah, he just 4Ks. And stress. So this is that was your chance. If you're Contrail, this is your opportunity to kill. Anakin gonna go at LaHughes. Looks like unobstructed range 3, no bullseye.
Oh, double crits.
It's like rolls and evades, so it's the last shield. Here we go. Biggest shot of the game right here. And you bash. Hit, crit. Kylo needs some paint. Kylo rolls 3 paint, and he's fine. Daniel, my goodness, are you lucky there? Oh, he takes nothing. And we continue on. Now we have to try to kill Contrail. That's probably Daniel's prerogative because he doesn't get the extra die at range 0 either. So 3 dice on 3. Contrail with no defensive tokens here. LaHughes has a focus, and he's going to use it. That's 3. Contrail will live on 1. Wow. So Contrail's last 6 green dice, he's rolled 5 evades without having a focus or any defensive token. That is good fortune for sure. Malrus. Are we taking the same shot? Or we're going into slider, hit crit. Slider on 1. Slider will blank out and die. And that pulls us even. And now Matchstick can fire an ion cannon turret at range 1 and neutralize LeHugh's, at least slow him down, which would allow Anakin to get a really good bullseye shot. I think you obviously try to ionize LeHugh's. That's 4 points out there for Meatbag. And that's probably going to do it. You re-roll, and yeah, you're definitely ionized. A damage and an ion in that. Whew. So now, Justy, you still there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you have to assume if you're Daniel, you're going to lose LeHugh's. So Kylo might have to scramble. He might have to, depending on where the first player order goes.
He's in a good position to turn in, scramble, and boost probably.
Great game though. Wow, seesaw battle here. Skeppy trying very hard to get back into this game. He's right there. He's only 1 point down, but the objectives do not favor him right now. It's center point is Meatbags, the bottom point is Meatbags, and Contrail, or rather Mace at the top there, is certainly going to go and scramble the top. So Valrus might be on objective duty.
I love LeHugh's as a trade piece, but at this stage in the game, he can sometimes be a liability with the 2 green dice.
Yeah, at this stage, he's a 4 point liability. That would get Tyler, Mr. Meatbag, up to 16. And I don't see how you can kill Contrail when he's behind you and you're stressed.
And the ion is pretty big on LeHugh's. I think you probably still want to 1 bank LeHugh's just to try to get you have your gun on target for either Contrail or Anakin. But Anakin is in a position to, let's see, what's the health left on LeHugh's? He's got 2 left. Anakin may just come 2 straight in and just LeHugh's off at I6.
Yeah, it's not. I think Meatbag's in the driver's seat for sure. One thing though that you have to, Anakin is on 2 hull, so if Malrus like sneaks in a shot on Anakin at range 1, then you're just trading. You still get the objectives at least, which would still favor Meatbag. All right, road roll goes to Meatbag. Mr. Bag, Dumpster Donuts, first player. It's been pretty even, first player, both sides this game, which is nice to see. Always enjoy that. Good spread. Yep, Matchstick just doing his thing. And we will fine-tune boost probably, or barrel roll, either way. Boost and claim. Mace got a lot of value out of Mace. He threw him to the wolves and didn't take any damage.
Yep, that can definitely happen if he's not jammed up. Tyler knows what he's doing with Mace, that's for sure.
LeHugh's sits there and takes a focus. Kylo. I mean, gosh, you have to. You have to scramble. And then, do you barrel roll to range 2 or do you boost? I don't think, does a boost get you out of range 1? I think if you boost to the left, it does. But I think you have to barrel roll. I actually like a barrel roll here. Oh, he's gonna fix a card? He's gonna fix what? Wait, really? Is that what he does? He fixes stunned? Not stunned, rather. Damage sensor ray. Oh yeah, he couldn't do any of that. He has to fix. That's right. Yeah, can't scramble when you have a damage sensor ray. Very, very bad crit to have there.
Ouch.
Yeah. Any barrel roll on it, you might be at a range 1. And Malrus. Oh, you have to scramble, right?
Oh,
and then you Malrus ability? I think?
I was about to look to see if she has any charges left. She hasn't used any of her charges yet.
Oh, he's taking a lock. I don't know. Really going all in on getting Anakin here.
So if you can cluster Anakin, well, you can't quite reach.
Yeah, you don't even have arc on Contrail, so.
Yeah. I thought that might be the play he was going for.
It's gonna take a purple target lock.
I love it. I love it.
Did he spend the force?
He did.
He did. He only has 1 force though, so a soft double mod here, 4 dice though, bullseye.
You get a pilot crit,
oh my
you get
god, that's gonna kill the Hughes.
Oh, he's guaranteeing it too with the or no, he can't because he was out of force. Yeah. He's gonna keep
Hughes will die and take 3. Even if he rolled natties, he still dies. He dies. So now Daniel has to kill Luke. Well, his son, his dad. Has to kill his dad, Anakin. First, we clench here as Kylo takes a range 2 shot. Should be okay. Bash for 2. Kylo needs at least 1 paint. We'll roll 1 paint. Contrail's ability. Lone Wolf gets the evades. Nice.
Kylo won't die.
Kylo, yeah, he just refuses. So the cluster missile into Anakin.
That's range 1. Yep.
Yeah, can still shoot it. I don't know if it matters. Yeah. Did we get Malrus's ability here?
We did.
Okay. That's gonna be 3. Need some paint. Takes 1. Still alive. That regen ended up being big. Would have died, but on 1. So we do the range 1 primary. And this is going to be the game, because there's no mathematical way that Daniel can... Well, I don't think there's a way he can prevent... No, he can't prevent a point from being scored next round. Because Tyler will be up 19. So great job by Meatbag here.
Shield. Told you before the game, he's the best X-Wing player in the universe.
It's pretty good. Yeah, he was pretty hard on himself. He's like, I gotta start winning, man. What am I doing? He's been doing good. 1911.
We just have to spend some time in the dumpster.
Yeah. So there's no way that Skeppy can scramble 2 points and then score 7 more either. Well, Contrail and Anakin would be 7 points. But Contrail's gonna be in a position where I guess Anakin just goes after. I think you now just go after. You switch target priorities. And Malrus. I just don't think it matters because you'd have to scramble. You would scramble the bottom point, instinctive aim torp Anakin, and have to
in a tournament. Yeah. I think in a tournament setting,
JJ,
you just boost.
Flamed, dude. I felt, oh man, I was giggling like an absolute little goofball typing that in the team league chat, bro. You served it to me. I had to do it. That was pretty good. LOL, dude. Rafflecopter, bro. So now Daniel just needs to score as many objective points as possible to help us in the standings, because we did win the series. So
Yeah, so what does this mean for the donuts in our playoff run?
I
Are we
think you
cut
guys
short?
have been eliminated from playoff contention, because you'll have 4 losses, and there'll be the 2 division winners, and there's 4 seeds that enter through the wild card, and 2 of those seeds will have a positive record, and 2 of them will be 3-3. And there are a bunch of
So you're
2 and 2s.
Are you saying we get a number 1 draft pick next year?
Yeah.
Is that how this works?
I'm trying to think about, like, I don't know, I gotta think about it. I want to maintain a competitive balance with the league. So, like, one idea I had was everybody is an indie player. Like, people volunteer to captain, and then every team gets randomly assigned players. But I feel like that also kind of defeats a part of the purpose of why people signed up for this league, is because they wanted to form their own teams, which I thought was fun. The only issue with that is if not enough people form if too many people form their own teams, the competitive balance can be kind of skewed.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know if there's an answer. Anakin's gonna go zoom. Did he already boost?
He did not pre-position, so I
Okay,
think
so yeah,
just
he just boost.
evade and
He just
did
regens.
boost, yeah, regen. Yeah, evade and regen makes sense. Now should use her last charge, I think.
Range 3 into a 1-hole contrail. For 2. Contrail. Not gonna roll any blanks. Enough blanks. Tried. Instinctive aim a proton torpedo.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, Matchstick hasn't really taken any damage. Not at all. So who are the teams now? We'll talk about it after this game ends. I'll break down the playoff picture right now. It's gonna be really interesting. I mean, it's not terrible. 2 hits and a crit. Anakin does need almost a full blanket to die. Nope. Matchstick will take a shot. Range 1 into Malrus, who still has 3 left. Not great. Reroll your dice. For 3. Malrus is gonna live on. He uses the ability, and it's fine. All right. So the final score ends up being 21-12. Meatbag takes the dub. Even split of bets, left and right, as the right side will win. I'll keep you guys waiting for the giveaway of the Plo Koon ship, but really quickly, let's talk about the playoff picture. This isn't updated from tonight's games, but the 3-2 crew moves to 3-2. They have more mission points currently than Eurotrash, so they will be moving to second place. 7 Suns at the top are facing the top seed of the other division right now, the Course Rough and Irritating team. Depending on what happens there, they could either maintain their lead in the division, or the 3-1-2 crew will move into first place. MWM, Psychedelic Pina Jam, and I'm gonna pause this really quick. Psychedelic Pina Jam, Slice and Dice, and the Bad Batch, as well as the Range 3 Obstructed teams, are all teams in the wild card hunt right now. So if I count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams, 6 spots in the playoffs, including the division winners. Okay? And then if you look at the X815s, who lost their game earlier this series, right? Because Tanner won the road roll. If they win their series, the next 2 games, they'll move to 2-3, and if they win the last week of the season next week, they'll be 3-3, and depending on by the margin of victory of their games, they could sneak in at one of the last seeds of the wildcards race. So the only way we have somebody clinch is if Course Rough and Irritating or the Seven Sons, one of those two teams will clinch a playoff spot. However, it doesn't look like anybody is clinching the division until next week.